In this mini but mighty leadership lesson, we're diving into presence. Presence? I love presence. No, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about your physical and your energetic presence and what an important differentiator it is to you and your leadership. Welcome. Every week, we publish a brief but impactful leadership lesson to help you level up through personal and professional development. At Boss at the Helm, we believe everyone has a leader inside, and it's up to each of us to start with ourself. Lead yourself and then lead others. Why presence? Because if you're ready to become an unmachined leader, someone opting to lead intentionally, to deliberately harness the humanity and human intelligence skills that give you an edge in the era of AI, then you need to hone this skill. Did you ever watch a spy drama where the lead character pulls up their collar, shoves a hat low down over their brow, and keeps their head down, their shoulders roll in as they merge through a crowd while they track somebody? It's the complete opposite of cutting a path through the crowd because they want to be unassuming, to go unnoticed. And the same works for you in work and in life. The energy you bring and the physical presence that you exhibit have everything to do with presence. Take energy. Don't roll your eyes. You know energy. When someone is bouncing their leg, they're picking at their nails, or clicking their pen, what do you automatically label that? Right, nervous energy. And when someone is sighing or looking down, we often say they're low or bored, maybe distracted. When a job ad says, we're looking for high energy candidates, you know immediately that they want vitality. They want people who move and talk and work at warp speeds for long durations. What about grounded energy? Are you familiar with grounded energy? It's that sense of self-assurance and poise, of confidence and ease and connected flow. It's easier to be around grounded energy. You know energy. Sometimes we mute ourselves to it. And recognizing energy around you as well as within you is important. It's the ability to recognize and set your own energy that is critical to presence. Your energy is tied up with physical, mental, and emotional states. You have to be aware of, to protect, and to nourish all of them. There's another unique twist to the word presence. We're mostly talking about executive presence and energetic presence. To exhibit either of those, you actually have to be present in the moment, paying attention and aware of what's going on around you, listening, engaged, curious, asking thoughtful questions. We all zone out from time to time, but you want to be able to put that on pause when you're leading at work. Be attentive, be relatable, use your curiosity to create connection. Don't be that person who's on their phone while someone's talking to you, or the one who's regularly saying, oh, what? Sorry, could you repeat that? I didn't get it. Or who's clearly checked out and thinking about something else or distracted and disinterested. Presence isn't just about when you're standing up to present or leading the meeting, the division, or the company. Presence is how you show up everywhere, in the parking lot, at lunch, at an offsite, or at a client meeting, in the taxi on the shared ride to the airport. Think about them all as part of the package, as part of your presence. Practice your body language. Check your body language before you enter the room and again while you're in the room. Y'all know, if you've been around, you know I'm a huge fangirl of Vanessa Van Edwards. She teaches the psychology of body language and how to master it. Things like where your hands should go, what kind of eye contact to make, and power poses. There's evidence that setting a physical presence, something like a power or a superhero pose, makes a difference. In the same way, that example of the spy hunching their shoulders, pulling their hat down and becoming unassuming also creates a body language that makes us tend to look right past you. So be aware of your body language. No stuttering, no fidgeting, no ignoring, no daydreaming. Poise, confidence, practiced ease, and assurance. Those are elements that you want to weave in to your physical body language and presence. You also want to prepare. Practice what you'll say. When the stakes are very high, you want to over prepare. Think about objections, discontent, lack of alignment, different points of view and perspective. And aim to have your thoughts and suggestions ready for even those worst case scenarios. I'll go past thoughts and suggestions. Have your emotional awareness and preparedness ready for those kinds of worst case scenarios, because presence really shows up when the rubber hits the road, when things get hard. And breathe. Take deep breaths. Give yourself a pep talk. Say how you want to feel, how you want to be perceived, and how you want the outcome to be before you engage in a hard conversation, in a really important meeting, in a high stakes situation. Watch other people you admire. Just like actors study other actors, watch and take cues and signals from people whose presence you admire. Look at what they do and what they don't do equally. So we've talked about 4 dimensions to presence: physical, how you occupy space, your posture, breath, stillness, eye contact; emotional, the quality of attention you offer others, your regulation of your own emotions, your curiosity, and your ability to respond instead of react; cognitive, the clarity and conviction behind your words, not just what you say, but the certainty underneath it; and energetic, the invisible signal you emit before you speak. Your state influences the room's state. So how are you going to master presence? Start by setting your intention. Set your intention to daily focus on and practice and improve your presence. Study people whose presence you want to emulate. Do you want to be nurturing, hardcore, respected, persuasive? Find the components that you value and know your audience. The presence you exhibit may adjust to the audience that you're with. And that's not two-faced. That's reality. For example, an executive, self-assured, own the room, and command attention may work very well if you're presenting to a board, to a large group, to a C-suite. But think about, who do we send out to college campuses to recruit people? They are vivacious and confident, outgoing. They make life and work look like it's fun. So your presence may adjust based on where you're at, who you're presenting to, and the culture that's important there. Mindfully practice. Stop whatever swirling you've got going on in your head before you get into a call or a meeting or an important moment, and take a moment to focus on your energy. Say some affirmations or keywords that represent how you want to be, to feel, and to connect. Set your physical presence. Apply all the body language techniques. And here's a weird one, but put on a pair of shoes. We behave differently when we're dressed in structured shoes. So if you're sitting in your home office barefoot, or you work in a really cash environment and you wear sneaks every day, you may still be able to present yourself well. But oftentimes I find that if you put on a pair of structured shoes, it helps set your tone and presence. Try it. Practice. Notice how you do. Adjust. Dissolve the parts that don't work for you and keep at the ones that do. And when you're ready to advance, then seek out feedback from trusted colleagues and mentors whose presence you admire. Sharpen and hone your presence with that feedback in mind. And last, remember that the people and the media that you surround yourself with impact you. So if you really want to exhibit presence, pay attention to what you watch, read, listen to, and who you hang out with. In an era where you need to stand out with differentiated skills, personality, and leadership in order to get ahead, cultivating presence is critical. You know the saying, people buy from people they like and trust. That's never going to be just AI. So now more than ever, your ability to persuade, to create a trusted bond, to look someone in the eye and treat them with respect and care while leading the way towards mutual goals, to be present and show presence, that's what matters. So hone this human intelligence skill. Join us here next Friday for another Mini But Mighty leadership lesson. Start with yourself, lead yourself, and then lead others. Be a boss. By the way, now is a great time to tap like and subscribe to this channel. We'll see you next week.